following podcast contains references to the consumption of alcohol. If you are not of legal drinking age, please do not consume alcohol. Also, if you are of legal drinking age, please drink responsibly. Rhetorical Magic Cocktail Hour, a podcast that I know the name of. My name is Matthew, and my favorite alien is still Mac from Mac and Me.
And my name is Ryan, and my favorite alien is still Alf, which Matthew had to remind me of.
Shh, you're gonna make the illusion disappear before our very eyes. It's the same day.
Yes, it's the same day 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
So...
time is an illusion.
That's not a fun thing to sing on this podcast. This is not a podcast where Matthew cries a bunch because Rebecca Sugar did some good art.
No, this is a podcast where we drink our feelings away.
Mm-hmm. Or we also drank the demons from Demon House away. Because, folks, Ryan and I watched Demon House, and it's wrecked our lives. Zach Baggins put a curse on us. Well, actually, I should be more specific. We watched maybe 3/4 of Demon House, and then we went to bed because it was really late, and we were tired.
Yes. I wonder if we finish it, if it will help, or if it will just amplify the curse.
My instinct says it will amplify the curse, but we don't know till we try. Worst case scenario, we just both die.
And in Mr. Baggins' defense, he did say that shit was haunted.
Yeah, he was very, very clear at the beginning, very expletively, that this shit was in fact haunted. But
hey,
he put it out there, so it's on him. It's not my fault, it's Zach Baggins' fault.
All we have to do is copy it and make somebody else watch it.
Who should we make watch it is the big question. I'll take your answer off air.
I was just gonna
so they don't
Google closest babies, because I am in the forethought is you can curse pretty much any baby.
Curse yourself, but also you can curse a baby. And folks, if you can't curse a baby, then what's the point? They've got nothing going on. They don't have recording equipment that they need to use in 5 minutes.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's been a week, but we've made it through,
mm-hmm.
and we deserve a drink.
Yep.
This is a podcast, by the way, where we like to have a drink and try to be succinct about various topics.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't finish our thoughts, so we do a part 2.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second. Matt, what are you drinking?
Did you hear that? Off in the distance, it's the familiar battle horn of the Shandy Boy, because it's Shandy Boy summer, folks. All Shandy all the time. Demons can't hold me down, because I'm drinking a fucking Kugel Shandy. I've had 3 already, and this is my energy. And this sounds like a McElroy goof, but it's just my life.
Hell yeah, this is the energy I've been waiting for. Summer Matt is the best Matt.
Summertime, summer shandy, summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind. So Ryan, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a vodka cranberry because I'm basic and I can.
A classic.
It's Aries season. I don't apologize anymore.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but sure. I feel like I can't like comment on the basic because I'm drinking shandies.
I want you to stay.
When last we left off,
Mm-hmm.
we were playing a fun new game that's sweeping the nation that I hastily came up with a name with that I don't like anymore called Cameo-Oh no.
Yeah, no, so last time we recorded we did Cameo No,
Mhm.
and then talked about aliens briefly.
Briefly. It was supposed to be the episode topic, but then we kind of pivoted. Because,
We pivoted hard.
I think it's the sign of a mature adult to know when something's working and something you aren't prepared to do.
Except
Probably.
we're doing the same thing, just reverse this time.
I mean, it's also a very mature thing to do to
Try again.
try again, and then if you don't hit the moon, you'll die in the vacuum of space.
Spaces where aliens live.
Or space,
We think.
or space where we live, man.
We
Sorry, it's the shandy talking. I forgot the energy that shandy gives me.
I'm here for it.
It's not
I'm
even
living.
that strong.
It's not.
It's like 4%.
It's just
It's just the vibe gets me, I guess.
that refreshing lemon taste just gets you going, and I'm so happy.
Okay,
love it.
so should we get into our first part of the episode?
Which is called... Yeah.
My dryer keeps beeping, and it's gonna keep beeping, so I need to go ahead and get it. Whoops.
Welcome to the brief part of the podcast where Matthew had to leave his chair for different reasons. Today I'm going to talk about glass matchsticks, because this is my new favorite thing. I didn't talk about it long, but it's fine. He's back. It's cool.
So I just opened the door and shut it. It's towels. It's fine. But
Anyway.
you want to know what the spooky thing is? I didn't
You
put
also
them
have
in
a
there.
glass bottle of... Oh.
No. There were towels in there, but I didn't do them. Uh-oh.
Are you ready for that good ASMR?
We can't do this again. I heard it
Did you hear
strike.
it at all?
I heard it strike, but then there was nothing.
I love the smell of matches.
A fact.
This has been Ryan's arson corner.
No, we're not through with arson corner yet, because a fact that freaks me out is fire doesn't have a shadow, which makes sense, but at the same time it feels like it should, and it unsettles me.
It's light, like it emits light. What did you expect it to have?
I mean, it could be at least like courteous enough to have a shadow. Okay, Cameo.
Yes, Cameo.
Sorry. Shandy boy energy returns.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the matchstick to cool down, so I'm just gonna hold it because I'm very afraid of setting my apartment on fire. So last time we played Cameo, I also have a little twist on the game a little bit to kind of get us into it.
Mhm.
I'm going to name a movie, and you're gonna tell me how many actors are on Cameo from that movie.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Cameo, no. How many actors are on Cameo that were in Twilight?
Ooh. I'm gonna say 1.
Ooh, a little bit higher.
1.5.
Perfect. Yes,
2?
1.5. No, the correct answer is 6. There are 6 Twilight actors.
So, I'm assuming the guy that plays her dad is 1.
No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Wait, whose dad?
Bella's dad.
No.
I was going to say, is there more than one dad in Twilight? There's vampire
There's lots
dad.
of dads.
There's werewolf dad. There's human dad. There's space dad.
Stepdad.
Oh, there is? No, that's baseball dad.
That is baseball dad. Alright, and then I'm gonna have you give me the high and the low, and then I'll reveal at least 2 characters that are in there.
The high and the low.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
this
actor
is
with the highest amount to get them to do a cameo, and the actor with the lowest amount.
so the Paxton Jenner scale for Twilight,
Yes.
or did we say Jenner Paxton? I think it was Paxton Jenner. That flows a little better.
That does flow a little better. So it's
So-
what we say now.
So the Paxton Jenner scale for Twilight is, I'm gonna say the lowest is 250. No, higher,
Much higher.
much higher.
Oh, the lowest?
Yeah.
The lowest.
The lowest,
No, much lower.
Much
much
lower.
lower. Yeah.
60.
You hit the high with 250.
The high is 250.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
And
say the
the-
low is 60.
Drop it by 10 and then you hit the target. I'll give it to you because that's pretty dang close.
You said drop it by 10 and my brain said 70. It's been a week.
Shandy boy.
Shandy boy.
Yes. So the highest is Rachel Lefevre, who
Is
Oh my gosh.
she the Lady Feral vampire?
I believe so, but I am currently Googling it.
Because I think isn't she the one that gets replaced by like Bryce Dallas Howard or something?
Mm-hmm.
How do I know more about Twilight than you?
I don't know.
Fake fan.
I'm the worst with names. The absolute worst. Yes, she played Victoria, who was the feral lady vampire. And then the lowest is Cameo-Oh Gordon, who played...
Is that the friend?
You're not... What? No. The friend of who? There's a lot of friends.
Like, there's like 3 or 4 people who Bella's friends with that are humans. One of
No,
them's
he's
Anna
a-
Kendrick. One of them's like Susie Crabgrass.
No, he's one of the...
Is Susie Crabgrass on Cameo?
I can look that up in a minute, but no, he's one of the werewolves. He plays Embry. in
That's a
Twilight.
vampire name. Embry.
Yeah.
That's a multi-level vampire.
Susie... What's her real name?
Her real...
Christian Serratos. Is she on Cameo? We're gonna find out.
Shandy boy.
No. She's not.
What about, Ned?
I'm not looking. If you want to find out who is on and who is not, you should go to the wonderful website Cameo. Back to the original. How many actors are from the Star Wars franchise, not specifically just the movies, but like the entirety.
Oh. Gotta be more than 2.
Mm-hmm.
But less than 100.
Yeah.
So that means 16.
Up it.
17.
Pretty much double that. Maybe.
34.
Plus 3.
37.
There we go. Yes, 37.
That's too many people.
Yes. And then do you want to give me the high and the low?
Ooh. Could you give me the actors?
The actors with the lowest that I'm seeing, I could be wrong, and this is as of a certain date. Christopher Sean is the lowest.
I have no idea who that is. Christopher Sean.
And I don't know. I'm not in charge of the Twilight series. Or, I'm not in charge of Star Wars.
I wasn't gonna correct you, but I was like, I think she means Star Wars.
And then Billy D. Williams is the highest.
Ooh, gotta get that Billy D cameo. I'm gonna
They
say
share 2 digits.
they share 2 digits.
In the same order, too.
So the lowest is gonna be 50. 24. 25. 30.
Yes.
30. The lowest is 30.
Yes.
So then Billy D is gonna be something 30. No?
No, I might have confused you. It
Three-
shares 2
350?
digits. 300.
300. Ah, this
Yeah.
is Sparta.
What?
You know the famous quote from 300. This is Sparta.
So you would get a Billy D. Williams cameo?
300 is a lot of money. I like
You're
Billy.
not wrong.
I like Billy D. Williams, but I don't know that I like Billy D. Williams 300.
$300 for a single video.
Yeah, like
Like,
It-
maybe if you gotta, like, meet him in person, potentially.
if I'm paying 300, I want to have like a nice shandy with Billy D. Williams on a sunny afternoon in Los Angeles. We're both vaccinated, obviously. But I mean, maybe. I don't know. Why not? Life's short. Get a Billy D. Williams cameo.
Alright, how many actors and actresses come from the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
So we're
On
not
cameo.
counting The Hobbit.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. So we know for sure Sean Astin. We
We
established
do
that.
know. We do.
I don't think Elijah would,
You don't think Elijah Wood would be on Cameo?
but maybe he is based on that reaction. I'm gonna say 28 actors and actresses.
Way lower.
Way lower. 17? 11.
There we go. Hell yeah, 11. And it does include actors from The Hobbit.
Okay. That... I don't know. That seems like a low number to me.
That's who that guy is. I could not remember who John Noble was.
I think he's just an
He's
old
the-
man.
He's the steward or whatever from Helm's Deep, whatever that place is actually called, my father would yell at me for not being able to name things from Lord of the Rings.
Steward.
Yeah, the part that I remember most is when Pippin sings
Minas-
that really sad
Minas
song.
Tirith.
Thank you.
Yes.
When Pippin sings that really sad song that makes me cry, and all I remember is him eating a, like, cherry tomato really aggressively.
Yeah, when you said that, I kept thinking Grima Wormtongue. And I was like, that's not John Noble. That's...
It's not, but his name, like, he
yeah,
is a steward, isn't he? Like, I'm
Yeah,
not wrong
he's-
in that.
Yeah, he's the steward, because he's like holding the throne for Aragorn, basically. I think is the lore. I don't know. I'm not super deep into Lord of the Rings lore. I just like thinking about the Blue Wizards and what they got up to. It's like, what were they up to? No one knows.
Would you be willing to give me the high and the low?
No.
Do you want to know?
Just kidding.
No, okay.
Just kidding. Is Sean...
Love that anti-improv energy we're getting right now.
No, but is Sean Astin the highest?
Sean Astin is the second highest by $5. So this will play into how good your memory is. Do you actually remember how much it was for Mr. Sean Astin to make you a video?
See, that's the thing. No. I was just asking the question to be like, they'll know I remember.
And I called you out on that so quick.
Shandy Boy Summer. So, was Sean Astin like 450?
Mm-mm.
225.
Add 70 to your last answer.
295.
Yeah.
So 300 is once again
For who?
for who? For whom?
Who is more prominent on screen than Mr. Samwise Gamgee?
Gotta say, everybody's favorite, your friend and mine, John Rhys Davies as Gimli.
No.
Just kidding, Frodo.
Yeah, it is Frodo.
It's what's his name? The name I just said 2 minutes ago. Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
And then I have no idea who this person is. Jed Brophy?
Benedict Cumberbatch? What was the name? Sorry, I was doing a goof.
Jed Brophy?
Jed?
Which is, like, honestly the best name.
Jed Brophy?
Yeah.
Is he from The Hobbit or the original?
It says Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Is he like the orcs or something?
Maybe.
Or the Uruk-hai?
Is there... Maybe.
There's that one Uruk-hai that's kind of like the Uruk-hai, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was a background character. He was a Nazgul orc, an elf. He was one of the Rohan people and a Gondorian.
So he was everybody.
Yeah. He was like the behind the scenes, like, it would be so fun to get drunk and watch a movie and just have him point out where he is.
It's like,
I know
that's me,
nothing
that's
else
me,
about
that's
this
me,
person. So I could be very wrong, but I like to think of the best of people.
Yeah. Hopefully. We can hope.
We can hope.
Well, they brought him back for The Hobbit. He can't be terrible. Unless Peter Jackson's terrible.
Oh, I just am waiting for men to continuously disappoint me. And then just to round out, like, the early aughts, like, trilogy of nerdiness, how many actors from the Harry Potter franchise can you find on Cameo?
Okay, so I'm gonna apologize right now because somebody just started mowing. So Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter must not go back to Cameo. That's my Dobby impression. So I'm gonna say 5.
No.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
7.
Less than Star Wars, more than Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that tells me nothing. 21.
36.
36.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
That is, I mean, there are 8 movies.
And, yeah, and I guess, like, everybody in England was in them. It seems like.
Yeah, and I also wonder if it maybe also counts, like, Fantastic Beasts, because I don't
Oh, yeah.
know who this person is. So potentially 11 movies? No. Ryan. No, I was right. 8 and 3 is 11.
Yeah, 8 and 3 is 11.
Hell yeah. I don't know why I flipped you off, but I did.
You're just so excited about math. Or as our friends across the pond say, maths.
Do you want to give me the high and low? There are 2 actors at the lowest point. At
Is
the
it-
lower end.
Is it the Weasley brothers?
It is not, but they are on here. Oh, are they the same amount?
I was
That
gonna
would
say,
be
does one
funny if
cost
they
more
weren't.
to get
They
a cameo?
do not. They cost the same. But I think you
Aw.
can also... I
Like,
think I saw
bundle?
in my... Yeah, like you can get them both, but I don't know if that price is different. Let's find out.
Welcome to the part of the show where Ryan accidentally orders a cameo from the Weasley twins. For $400.
Fajelps. Yep. Phelps.
So,
James and Oliver Phelps.
is this like a feature of the site where you can just like look up series and it shows you people? Or did
when
you
I was
do this?
playing around in it... No, I don't. I was playing around in it trying to figure out how I wanted to go about it this time, because I didn't want to do it the exact same way. And there is a nifty little feature where you can, like, search... Like, it has different categories. One of the categories was movies. And so I kind of was... Because originally it was pretty broad. It was, like, athletes, actors, reality stars. I think one of my neighbor's dogs is freaking out. I apologize if you can
I
hear
was
that.
gonna say, is that the demon?
And so when I clicked through to movies, it gave me like a few movies. It obviously doesn't have every movie. It does have the Downton Abbey movie, which I didn't realize they had made a movie.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I think they did.
And it just says to notify you when you look up the Phelps brothers together. So I wonder if, like, I don't know how that works.
They just do it on special occasions, maybe?
Maybe.
Like a
Right.
Hank Green.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, do you want to give me the high and the low of Harry Potter, which, as we all know, was not... We don't give credit to the garbage author.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Yes. This segment is in no way condoning the views of
No.
that author.
In other words, we don't support TERFs.
Nope. So, can I get the actors?
Yes, the 2 most cost-efficient actors are Rohan his name is spelled like go to bed, but I'm very sure that's not how you pronounce it. And then James Payton.
So these are gonna be like the randos in the background, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I assume. I don't recognize either of them.
my name's Queasley Blues Landy, and I'm a
James
Hufflepuff.
Payton played Frank Longbottom, which is Neville's father.
Did not realize he ever showed up, but
Yeah, in like one, not very many scenes. He plays young Sirius Black in Harry Potter, Rohan Go to Bed. Which he, to me, doesn't look very much like Gary Oldman, but
well, I mean,
that's not really his job.
He's young though, but
Okay.
Get it? It's a pun. Whoop. So that's the lowest. Okay, I'm gonna say like $15.
Yeah, right on the nose.
That seemed right. Okay, so then the highest.
Yes. The highest is... both the top two actors are both kind of iffy on their support train
Ooh.
of said turf.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not great, but
That's just how it goes
how
sometimes.
how it plays sometimes. Do you want to guess who they are? And then I don't know how much you keep up with the...
I don't.
That's fair. I personally don't, but I follow people who do, so I read about it through them, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not seeking out this information.
You're getting it through
comes to my
like secondary sources.
Yeah.
Rupert Grint.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No, he's chill. And I also
That's
feel
good.
like I don't see him doing cameos. He just had a baby not too long ago
Good for him.
with the actress who played... I don't know if you ever saw this movie. It was one of my favorites in middle school, high school, called Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
Mm-hmm. I know
The main
of it.
character of that.
I don't
and
know.
Rupert Grint just had a baby.
I don't know who that is, but I am aware of the movie.
Her name is Georgia Grooms, I believe. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Fun facts. Tom Felton?
Yeah,
Okay.
who is another person that I used to have like a not unhealthy obsession, but a middle school interest.
That's a fun way to say
Unhealthy obsession.
unhealthy obsession. I had a middle school interest in them. Well, he's also on like The Flash or something. One of
Oh,
those
is he?
Arrow shows.
I don't really follow him anymore. I have very much grown out of
That phase.
that middle school phase, thank God.
Who would the other person be?
He is... I wouldn't say that he's most notably... The other person is most notably known for Harry Potter. He is a British actor.
He's a British actor that's not most notably known for Harry Potter, but is in Harry Potter.
He is in Harry Potter, and he's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
He's a funny
And
guy.
old.
He's old funny guy. But is it old funny guy? Like, how old are we talking? Like, old? Or like older than us old?
Like, old. I mean, like, he was probably most prominent, like, when my dad was looking into humor.
Is Billy Connolly on?
No.
Okay.
I don't know who
Er-
that is.
Is that somebody? Maybe that's not who I'm thinking of. I think that guy was in A Series of Unfortunate Events, the movie, as the snake guy or the reptile guy.
I don't think that's him.
Okay.
And I was gonna read like his thing, but it just says like please provide extra details to enable the Cameo video to be more personalized and rude.
Ooh, rude boy.
You can also book a Zoom for a 10-minute live conversation with him. And
That-
up to 4 of your friends.
That doesn't seem like something I would want to do.
No, I don't think that would be. Okay, other things that I know that he was in without like, he was in Rat Race. He was in Shrek.
He was in Shrek. And he's in Harry
Yeah.
Potter?
Yeah.
The first Shrek movie?
No.
Okay, I was like,
The second and maybe the third and maybe the fourth. How many Shrek movies are there?
too many. Kenneth? No, not Kenneth Branagh. He's not a funny man. He's a Shakespeare man.
They're gonna give you like the most, like it might be you might get it.
Rowan Atkinson's not in Harry Potter, is he?
I can neither confirm nor deny, but this is not Rowan Atkinson.
Okay.
Is he not? He's British, right?
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson is.
No, but the person I'm thinking, like the person I'm trying to get you to guess, like I'm not. If he's not British, I'm gonna feel stupid. He was also in Monty Python.
Oh, John Cleese.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in Rat Race. I also forgot
He's
he was
British,
in Harry
right?
Potter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. I got really scared. I was like, oh my god, if I went hard on the fact that he's British and he's not, that's gonna be embarrassing.
No, he is. The only person in Monty Python that isn't British is Terry Gilliam.
Who?
Terry Gilliam.
Who's that?
He's in Monty Python.
Okay. We can talk about it
Yeah,
later.
we can talk about it later.
Anyway, I don't know why I made you guess both top 2 people, because they don't have the same price, but... Do you want to guess? Tom Felton is the highest actor.
Okay.
The highest amount actor. I don't want to say that he's, like, a better actor than other people.
You don't think
How
he's a
much
better
do you
actor
think-
than John Cleese or...
How much do you think Mr. Felton would value his time to do something like this? It's a pretty penny.
I'm gonna say 500 even.
Ooh, $5.99.
$5.99. Just make it 600, Tom. Who wants to pay $5.99? 600. What is this? An infomercial? Trying to trick me out of my money that I earned. What's
And then,
cheaper than 600?
Just to kind of like round it out and to kind of put a close on the evening, how much is it for Mr. John Cleese?
Ooh, and it's less than the frustrating amount of $5.99.
Yes, it is. And it is like an even midway number.
$4.50.
Yeah. That makes this a good place to end because you got it right on the nose.
I got technically 3 of the 4.
Yeah. Sure.
Right? Because I got the 2
No.
lowest 15s, and then...
Oh, yeah, this is the only one that you got any right on. So you got... Oh, yeah, I guess 3 of the 4 from Harry Potter. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand now. Technically, yes, but you only had to guess 3 numbers.
It might have
And
been
that
a lot
has-
of numbers.
And that has been Cammy. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Do
Okay.
you want to go to a quick hydration station?
Yeah, let's do a little hydration station reset. Hello, and welcome to Hydration Station, the part of the show where we drink some water and we try not to be angry about the amount Tom Felton priced his cameo for. So drink some water, take
Cool
a vitamin, do some
And-
push-ups, work off that angry tension. Go for
Get
a
ready
run.
to hear about aliens.
Yes, because buckle up, folks, because this is haunted. I think if people listen to this episode, they'll get the haunting. So we're sorry about that. And I guess that was Hydration Station.
Wait, let me take another drink of water. I didn't hydrate as well. Hydration.
Station. Okay, so
So aliens, we're gonna wrap that up because
Yep.
we said we would.
'Cause-
Luckily, I don't think that either of us are gonna take too awful long.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was very prepared at the time for this one, but as time has worn on, even though it's the same day, wink.
I can go
information's
first
documentary.
because mine takes place in Britain, and we did just talk about a bunch of British actors.
And I think you did go second last time, so if we want to make this a nice palindrome.
There we go. Palindrome of sounds. Loving it.
Ooh. Band-Aid might call it.
Yeah, so
All of our
I'm going.
songs start, and then we play them backwards.
So I'm gonna talk about what a lot of people call the British Roswell, and I'm not really sure why, because they two don't seem that related. Like, the events don't seem that related. So in late December, day after Christmas in 1980,
Boxing Day.
a security patrol near the east gate of the Royal Air Force Station in Woodbridge saw lights descending into the nearby Rendlesham Forest, which have currently, like, the thought of aerospace experts say that it's probably, like, space debris, like, burning up. Which is, I'm gonna believe scientists, so...
Because that's just the position that we have, that scientists know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and I want to say that, if I remember correctly, when I was reading the report, it was in military time. So when I say 3 o'clock, I mean, like, 3 a.m. It was late. Yeah. They said that the troop claimed that they saw, like, a glowing object that was metallic in appearance and had colored lights, and when they tried to approach it, like, moved through the trees, and they said that, like, nearby animals from a farm went into a frenzy.
A farm.
And then one of the sergeants later claimed to have encountered a craft of unknown origin while in the forest. And then shortly after, like, they called police. And the next day they returned to the clearing and they found, like, 3 small impressions on the ground in a triangular pattern. And then they claimed that there were also burn marks and broken branches from a nearby trees, like, on nearby trees. Later, like, witnesses, so, like, BBC actually did, like a more recent story on it, like, are we any closer to the truth 40 years later, last December? And they talk about, like, one of the people who lived on a nearby farm, like, they asked him, and he had people come out, like, 2 men who didn't, if I remember correctly, they didn't really identify themselves, and asked him some questions, but I think he said they looked pretty official. And he didn't report seeing anything, and he was used to lights because the way that the forest is set up, it's also like near a shoreline, and so he's like lighthouse, like
Oh,
is what
yeah.
he always assumed it was. I don't know. I don't.
Well, and it's near an airfield, right, too?
Yeah, that's why I don't buy into this one so much. The reason it got so much um
Coverage.
coverage and why people believed it to be true is because normally when these encounters happen, it's from like run of the mill everyday people, but because it is rooted in like military bases, they think that it holds a little bit more salience. The gentleman who from the newer BBC report talked about how like he went. If I read it correctly, I read it kind of rushed, and I'm a little bit drunk, so I apologize. But he said that like the marks looked like they were from animals, and he like lives close, like he lives on that land, so like I also see him as a little bit more of a credible source.
Yeah.
And so he said, like, the marks looked like they were from an animal. He said they looked like rabbit marks. And then, when he was talking about, like, the broken branches, he was like, yeah, it's a forest. There's a lot of broken branches.
It happens. These city boys come out to their forest. They don't know what's going on.
And if I remember correctly, now, like, if you go to Rendlesham Forest, like, they have, like, a UFO trail and, like a replica of the spaceship that was seen that night. And so, like, it's just kind of turned into, like, a touristy thing, much like Roswell. Like, it's kind of tourist trappy now and not... So it doesn't have legs for me, bud.
Yeah, it sounds like some... I don't know. It sounds like you said, maybe like space debris fell or something, and then people kind of got worked up, and I don't know, hysteria.
Yeah, so that's my brief drunken ramblings on an alien encounter.
British Roswell.
British Roswell. Yeah.
British
So what do you
Roswell.
have for us this evening, Mr. Matthew?
So my quick drunk rambling this evening is going to be on a case known as the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter.
Ooh.
So, picture it. August 21, 1955. We're in a farmhouse in southwestern Kentucky.
Okay.
So, a man whose name I don't remember had came from Pennsylvania to visit a family of a man he worked with in a carnival, which is fun. And so the man who's visiting goes out with his wife to get some water from the well, I believe. And while they're out there, they see some, like, lights in the sky. And they say it's, like, a light, and the trail of the light is, like, all the colors of the rainbow. And the light lands in the forest, similar to yours. And they go back and tell the family they're staying with about what happened. And they're all like, oh, okay, whatever. And then a little later, the dogs start barking, which is never fun. And they go to the back door and they see a strange glow and a humanoid creature about 3.5 feet tall, according to History.com. And it had an oversized head, almost perfectly round. Its arms extended almost to the ground. Its hands had talons, and it had oversized eyes that glowed with a yellowish light. So, being from Kentucky, they do much like the people who encountered the Carthage lizard people did, they grab their guns and start shooting at it. And
Hell yeah, Kentucky.
so supposedly the creatures were impervious to bullets, but they have like a 3-hour, I think, like firefight with the aliens. And then about, let's see, what time is it? About 11 p.m., like they finally get out of the house and they go to the police station and report all this, and the police are just kind of like, what? But yeah, so basically, people had a gunfight with some aliens in Kentucky. It's the point of the story. And so, reports of this story is where the phrase "little green men" kind of originated from. So that's fun. And also,
Yeah.
there's a Pokemon based off the aliens named
What
Sableye.
Pokemon?
Sableye. I don't know. The Pokemon doesn't look exactly like how they describe it, but supposedly that's what it was based off of.
Oh, that's
But-
creepy. I don't like looking at it.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's people have kind of like tried to debunk it, and they think that what they were seeing were great horned owls and like a meteor shower.
Oh man, if you can't have a gunfight in Texas, in Kentucky,
Kentucky.
I do like the idea of meteors falling and then them assuming that it's aliens returning fire.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like they saw the meteors shower and they were like, that was weird. And then they see the owl and it's just like, okay, something's wrong. And I don't know. And then they start shooting at it. But I mean, if you look at a great horned owl, it does kind of look like how they describe the aliens. But yeah, I don't know.
Those poor owls were probably terrified. And that
They-
breaks
they
my
pro-
little heart.
Conversely, they knew what they were doing and they were just goofing on them. They were like, let's have fun with these hill people. But yeah. And I mean, I think there's also like speculation that they were maybe a little imbibed. So
Which
that
I
might have
feel like is-
influenced.
If I'm going to encounter aliens, I would not wish to be 100% sober.
Mhm.
Are owls like deceptively big?
I think great horned owls are.
Ooh,
I
that
think they're
one's
bigger
spooky.
than I think they're bigger than you would think they would be.
Yeah. Hawks
Um,
are deceptively big. Did I ever tell you the story about when I was like cornered in a part of my parents' field by a hawk?
No.
So my parents have a 10-acre farm, and like there's pasture, but like it's like surrounded by trees too. So like there's like some forestation.
Mhm.
And I had let our dogs out, and they had like ran up the driveway. Like you've been out to their house, like you know. They like ran up to the driveway, and I was like, great, they're gonna freaking go on the highway, and then so I like follow them up there to try and get them back, and I finally spook them into going back to the house. And as I'm walking back, this giant hawk like flies and lands like like 10 to 20 feet in front of me,
Mhm.
and just started like hopping at me. It was so scary, and I didn't know what to do, so I was just like standing in the field paralyzed. And I was the only person home. And also, like, I was far enough up that I don't know that anybody in my family would have heard me
Mhm.
if I did, like, if they were in the house and I was screaming for them. But yeah, I got cornered by a hawk, and it was probably the scariest moment of my life.
But I mean, if you had to go out, what a story. How'd Ryan die? Oh, a hawk. A what?
I don't even, like, Luckily, the dogs came, like, running back and it flew off. But, like, honestly, the hawk was big enough. I was like, you could probably pick up a dog. Probably not, like, very far. But, like, it could mess up a dog. It was a scary moment.
Yeah.
I don't like... I have a healthy fear of birds.
I want you to stay.
So this has been...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we've gotten horribly off topic. I don't know that this last 20 minutes is staying in. So yeah, this has been...
Rhetorical Magic Cocktail Hour.
If you want to follow us on socials, Shandy Boys Summer. Yeah, just make sure you use the hashtag Shandy Boy when you don't tweet us. And yeah, be good to one another.
And as we say at the end of every episode,
Blink.
that was a good one. That one like sent chills down my spine.
It's this fancy wheat beer glass. It's got beautiful acoustics.
I have several bird stories. Birds are my natural enemy. I think it means that there's...
Big question of the evening. Is a peregrine falcon faster than a cheetah?
I'm gonna say yes, because you got excited about it. And I feel like they wouldn't mention it unless it was true.
Let's see. This is kind of a bullshit answer, though. The fastest land animal is a cheetah, which has a record speed... That's kilometers. What is this? 68 miles per hour. Come on, cheetahs. You couldn't go that one extra mile per hour.
Just Matthew berating animals for not being a good number.
Let's see. And then peregrine falcon is the fastest bird with a diving speed of 242 miles per hour.
That's diving. That's not them, like...
Still, if I was plummeting to the earth at 242 miles per hour, I think I would just give up.
Huh.
So basically, this did not answer the question, and I'm disappointed.